fam, welcome back to our channel Design on the Dollar. I'm your host Ida, and today we are on week 6 of our 8-week long DIY series. Today we are going to focus on the owls, and we're going to jump right into this. What you're going to need for this, most of the items for this DIY is from the Dollar Tree. So what you're going to need for this project is one of the Dollar Tree hanging wire baskets. This item right here came from Walmart. It's a 1 1/18" foam disc. But this comes from the Dollar Tree. You need the 7.9" dry foam round circle. You need one of the 3/8" floral small circle kind of thing. You need one of these. You need one of the 2.9" white styrofoam blocks. You need one of the large round bowls candle holder. You're going to need one of the Dollar Tree square mirrors. You're going to need some diamond wrap. You're going to need some, what size is this? 3/4" PVC pipe. And the last thing you're going to need are some crystals. Now, you can use whatever type of crystals that you would like. And you can make it where you can get four of the runners out of this one, but the way I'm doing my crystals, I will only be able to get 2. So of course you're gonna need your hot glue gun, your hot glue sticks, scissors, probably some E6000, the normal stuff. Oh, and you need florals. You need some form of florals. So if you want to see how to create this 4-foot tall owl decorations, just continue to watch. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the bottom. But the first thing you're going to do with this is you're going to wrap it with your bling wrap. So before I wrap this, I want to take my base, my pole, and I want to find the center of my block. And I am going to mark the center just like that. And now that I have that marked, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife, and I'm going to go around in this circle, the inside of the circle, because you want the pole to be tight in here. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to cut it right now. I just want a baseline, so when I put the bling wrap around it, that I will be able to cut that area out. Just the top and the sides. And I'm going to wrap this up, and when I come back, I won't cut this part out. When I come back, we'll cut that part out together. Now that we have our base covered, what we're going to go back in, with our X-Acto knife, and we're going to cut out our circle. And yeah, that'll work as well. So you have that cut out. So the next step is to take our mirror and just put the hot glue on very thin. And you could use your E6000 on this since it's glass. Okay, so now that's going to help our base sit flat. Now, before we start putting it together, we're going to go ahead and do some more prep work. So we're going to take our round disc, and we're going to cover the outside with diamond wrap as well. But I'm going to wrap this around just like this, around the disc, and then when I come back we'll go to the next step. Okay fam, so now we have our round disc covered, and we're going to do the same thing with our smaller floral foam ball. We're going to wrap, diamond wrap around this part right here. We're going to wrap it around this part. So I'm going to do that and come back. And the reason why I'm doing this because it's going to take a while with the beading and stuff. I know everybody knows how to wrap, diamond wrap around things, so I just want to show you what I'm doing, and then come back and show you the finished thing, and then once we're putting it all together we'll stay on camera. Okay, so now we have our two top pieces ready to go, and now it's time to construct the top part of our okay, so what you're going to do is flip this over first and then put your base on. That way when you're adhering the bottom on, then you'll have more of a surface to work with. So what I did was I just turned it over like this. So we're going to glue this down by going across each one of the little bars. And what I'm also doing is I'm putting it around the top rim as well, and this way I can go ahead and put my and put a little bit in the middle, and I can go ahead and attach my small one as well. So I'm just take the small one and I'm going to put the big side down in here, and I'm going to press down on it, and so you'll have something that looks just like this. But I like to go around in each one of these crevices as well. I'm going to take my pole again, and I'm going to find the center of the small one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to mark around it just like that, and I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut out the center of it as well. Okay, so, and I'm going to test it. Yep, I'm not going to push down on it all the way, but as you know, this will go down a little bit further in here when we get ready to put it all together. When I come back, I'll have it spread out, and we'll go we'll put our base together so we can know how to measure our beads on it. Okay, now that our top of our pedestal is dry, we're going to go ahead and put our pedestal together. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue down in the actual foam. I'm going to make sure that I have it straight. So I'm just gluing the pole into the styrofoam. And I do use a generous amount. And while it's drying, this is your time to look back and see if it's straight like it wasn't. So I'm gonna let this dry. No sense of watching a pot boil, as they say, and then I'll be back. Okay, so now the top is dry, so we're going to flip it, and we're going to bring our base, bottom base out, and we're going to do the same thing. You want this in as far as possible, and at this point you really don't have to put any hot glue, but I'm going to reinforce around here. And again, you just want to make sure that is straight. And once again, I am going to let this dry, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to show you the second option for the base. You can take florals and put them in the base instead of wrapping it with diamond wrap. And I think that'd be very pretty as well. But as you can see, that is pretty as well. Putting the florals in the base and just covering the base with florals. And so that's another option you have. So as you can see at the top on this one right here, I have the bling wrap. You can do the same exact thing on this side. You can put florals down here as well inside of this part of your arrangement, your pedestal. So you have a few options that you can do with them to change, to do different things. Okay, so while I have it tilted up this way, what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your strands of your bling, and you're going to take an end and you're going to put it right at the base of your pedestal, right at the bottom. And then you're going to take, and let this fall. Oh, excuse the way I look, guys. You're gonna let it fall all the way down to the bottom of your pole, and I will mark it. So I am going to cut 10. I am going to cut 10 of those just like this, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I decided to go with 8 instead of 10. And then what I'm going to do is, since I know how many I have, I am going to measure out, put little marks around here so I can measure out the 8 so they can be equal distance around. So that's where I will glue my 8 at. So I will take one of my strands. So I'll take my end that has my bead on it, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue right on the X, and then I'm just going to glue one of the beads inside that glue, and I'm going to glue those all the way around just like that. Oh well, let me do one where you can see. I'm sorry guys. And I'm going to do that to the other 6, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have our longest length on now, and it's 8 around, and I'm just give you a shot all the way down. Okay, so now that we have our longest length on, our next thing is to put our second longest length on. Okay guys, so our second longest length is going to go right on the styrofoam, and it's going to go not in front of the wire to hang over right here, but we're going to put it right behind where the wire comes down at, and we're going to put 2 strands per each section. So that's going to end up being 18 strands. And that, remember that piece that we had left from cutting our longest length? Well, that is going to be our second longest length. So now I have all 16 pieces cut, and now what I'm going to do is the same thing I did before. Okay, so now I have a mark where I want them at, and I'm going to do the same process. I am going to take one, I'm going to put an X, put a bead on the X, so I'm going to finish this layer, and then I'll be back to show you what the 2 layers look like together. Okay guys, the second longest length is done, and I cut it a little bit shorter because It wasn't giving me the variation in height that I wanted, but the second layer stops right here, and then as you know, the first layer goes all the way down. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to attach right around here. We're going to have 9 of them coming off the actual flower basket, and then the other ones are going to come in between here. So we have 9 that'll come off of here, that'll meet up with the length of these, if that makes sense. For our last layer, so what we're going to do is, you see the metal frame, the metal one, we're going to have it just a tad bit longer than the 6 that we have on the actual wire right here. So I did the same thing. I'm gonna go around and I'll put 6 hash marks in between here. Whenever I place one of those hash marks, I'm gonna place one of these shorter beads. We're gonna do the top, and then I'll do this right here last, and you'll see it in the final reveal. So give me a minute to set up for the very top of it. Okay guys, for the top, you are going to take your floral ring, and once again you're going to find the center, try to place it right in the center of your other ring. So I'm going to put some hot glue on it. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to make sure it's secure. And then I'm going to find the center. And then I'm not going to glue my vase. I'm just going to sit my vase right down in here, making sure that I put the florals in the right spots. So the first thing we're going to use in the top part, we're going to use wildflowers, we're going to use white roses, and we're going to use baby's breath. Okay guys, and with the wildflowers, I'm just going to go around and kind of like have them hanging off the side a little bit. And so I'm going to do this all the way around. Okay, and next I'm just going to put some roses in between each one of the wildflowers. And then I'm going to finish putting the rest of the florals in, and then I'm going to come back so we can do the final touches together. In the top of our pedestal, we're going to put one of the Dollar Tree push lights. You can use this, you can use one of the tea lights, and I just want you guys to see what it looks like with the lights down. That's what it looked like with the lights turned dim, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with the lights off. And that's what it looks like with the lights off. If you want the lights at the bottom, I would recommend you get the Dollar Tree battery operated Christmas lights, and wind that around the base of your pedestal on the PVC pipe. Wrap it around the PVC pipe. I just think this is really nice. So I am going to show you the rest of this tomorrow where it's daylight, so I can take it outside so you can see the whole thing. Okay guys, here's the finished product. I brought it outside and set it on the porch so you can see just how tall it is. And I love the way it came out. Now, the one thing I will say is that if you're going to use these outdoors, as you can see, it's a windy day here. I would forego using the mirror down here, right down here, and I will put a a stake in there, the same kind of stake that you would use if you was going to put down those candy canes during the Christmas time. So yeah, don't forget to rate this video, comment down below. If you're not a part of our YouTube family, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the gray notification bell and become a part of our YT family. So until next time, I talk to you later. Bye.